All right, guys. I'm going to allow a few more people to start getting into the room here, and we're going to actually start going over some question and answers for new cruisers and for people that might have questions about cruises. And then after that, we will actually start getting into our good cruise that we will be doing here shortly. And I will have something out there for everyone so that you can actually see if you actually want to join the group cruise. I got a little cruise news before we actually even start anything. I'm going to start with new drink pricing for all three of the major cruise lines. We're talking Carnival, we're talking Royal Caribbean, and we are talking NCL right now. So, with that being said, if you are going on a cruise and you actually want to drink now, guys, all three major cruise lines will make you, if you want the drink package, if you're legal and there is someone else legal in the same stateroom as you, everyone has to get the drink package. And that's on all three major cruise lines right now. So with that being said, I've got the breakdown of the pricing for each three of the major cruise lines. That's Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and NCL. If you're going on Carnival cruises right now, guys, it's going to cost you $69.95 per day for the drink package. And you have to buy that for the extended period that you are actually on the ship. So, yeah, if you're taking anything longer than a 5-day cruise, yeah, you're looking at a pretty hefty price tag for whatever alcohol package that you're buying. That's okay. If you're a heavy drinker, you're going to save a lot of money by getting your drink package. Now, if you do have kids, or if you're in a room where no one actually wants to drink, or you want to buy your drinks a la carte in Carnival, you can get their bubbles package. That's soda, water, Gatorades, energy drinks, anything like that. And that's only going to be $6.95 per day per person. So it's not too bad. Now, Royal Caribbean, okay? Royal Caribbean has what's called dynamic pricing, all right? You can pay, depending on the ship and what time of year that you're actually sailing with Royal Caribbean at the time, anywhere from $55 to $115 per day for their alcoholic drink package. Their alcoholic drink package, it covers everything. It covers alcohol. Give me just a second here, guys. But it covers alcohol, it covers coffees, it covers specialty drinks, but anything, up to, what is it? I think Royal is $16 a day right now per their drink. So, but the nice thing about Royal, it is an unlimited drink package. So if you like to drink and be able to drink throughout the day and the night, Royal Caribbean's got you covered, because it is definitely an unlimited drink package by them. So, but they do have the refreshment package. That's $29 a day. That covers everything to drink except for alcohol. So that is a straight up $29 a day if you want to be able to, and that even includes virgin drinks. If you want to go get a virgin pina colada, you're able to do that. Now, they do have their soda package, which my son absolutely adores, because when you get on the ship, they give you a souvenir cup. And if you've been to any of the theme parks, you've probably seen it. It's got a chip in the very bottom of it. You put it underneath the fountain machine, and it pours the soda into the fountain machine. All right. That's $12.99 to $15 a day for their soda package. So that's Royal Caribbean for you. Now let's talk a little bit of Norwegian Cruise Line, guys. Norwegian right now, their advanced drink package, well, no, just their regular drink package is going to run you $109 per day. It is unlimited, and their premium drink package, which has all your premium liquors that you wouldn't be able to get on the regular drink package, for $138 per day. But this is also unlimited. Carnival right now, they're the only ones limiting you to 15 drinks per day for their drink package. Even without the drink package, you're only allowed to have 15 drinks, period. So now there are ways around that. We'll go over that later. And it's something that we'll actually talk about offline so that you can actually, have some more beer or something. But as it stands, 15 drinks per day. And once you're hit your 15, you're not buying another one. If you have the drink package, it doesn't matter. You hit your 15 drinks, you're done. Can't buy another drink. So, all right. I was expecting to have some more people in to be able to actually do a nice little question and answer session about cruising and what it actually entails, what it's like to be on a ship, what to expect, what the food's like, the whole 9 yards. So we really don't have anyone in here tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to just put out here what we're going to be doing for our group cruise. So let me all right, guys. I'm trying to there we go. All right. Right in front of you guys. If you can see it, I wish we had some people on. But this is going to be the date for us for our group cruise. All right. September 19th through the 26th, guys. All right. This is the price breakdown. This is the price that I get, at least. Interior rooms right now are running $714. That's the lowest price. All right. There's price breakdowns for various interior rooms, balcony rooms. All right. There's different balcony rooms, but they are starting right now at $904. All right. Now, this is per person. This is not per room. All right. What we're talking about right now, guys, is per person. All right. Oh, I forgot about Ocean View. Okay. $904 for the Ocean View. $1,009 for balcony, and then $1,609 for suites. And that is per person. But you have to remember, we are going to be out on the water, as you see, for 7 days. This is a 7-day cruise. Everything is absolutely complimentary on the cruise, except for some of your dining and your alcohol. The main dining room is absolutely free. You can eat as much as you want. The pizzeria on the ship, absolutely free. Shaq's Chicken, free. Guys Anchor, right? It's the barbecue station on the ship. You can eat just as much as you want. So, oh, I see we have Jed here. Jed, I'm glad to see you here, buddy. Um, I'll let you up. I just got to um, figure out. I've got my StreamYard set up pretty nice here, but from StreamYard, I'm not sure how to send the link. How do I send the link from StreamYard? Should be here somewhere, right? Yeah, Jed, from StreamYard, how do I actually send you the link to actually get on here? Oh, I don't know. Um, it's been a long, long, long while since I've actually been on YouTube, so you'll have to excuse me. So, um, I'm just now starting to um, get back into the swing of things. So, all right. Jed said I've got to go to my YouTube channel and open my stream. I don't even know how to get in here and look at my own videos right now. So, um, it goes to show how ignorant I am right now. So, like I said, I'm pretty ignorant right now. I honest God thought you could actually send a link from StreamYard. But it doesn't really look like we really have many in the chat anyways. If we can get some more people in here, we'll do plenty of Q&A for everyone to actually go over what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, and what this actual cruise will actually be like, or just cruising in general. I mean, that's the biggest thing, cruising in general. If we could just get people in here to actually have a good conversation. Jed's telling me to open a new tab, go to my live stream. Jed, I've got my tabs open. I've got my YouTube signed in, but I do not know how to go to my own video that's live right now. That's, like I said, it's been a long time since I've had to do this. So, view my channel. I'm such an idiot. There we go. Okay. All right. And it's pulling up. And I'm hoping now that we'll actually start to get some people in here and we can actually, okay, there we go. All right, we're good to go now. All right, now close. All right, now, okay, Jed, I've got my YouTube opened in another window over here. Good to go there. All right. And now you have plenty of moderating power also, Jed. So, all right. We're going to give this a few more minutes. Let's talk about until we actually do start getting someone over here, guys. What this cruise is going to entail once we get on the ship. All right. Let's see. Now, Jed, how do I send you the link from my channel here now? Right there. Copy. Paste. All right, Jed, you're more than welcome to come up. All right, like I said, you're more than welcome to come up now, Jed. And we're going to talk about what's coming up in September. So, and if we do get anybody else over here, we'll go over some questions and answers for them. But I'm terribly excited about this. I really am. I am so terribly excited. So, I'm just waiting on Jed here. And okay, Jed can't come up. Gotcha, buddy. Not a problem. All right. All right, guys. The ship we're going to be selling on is I sent the wrong link. Of course I did, didn't I? It's okay. That's like I said, this has been a while. I don't even know where to go in here and send the link now. Okay, Jed, where do I send the link to the channel then if I want someone to come up? All right. I guess we're just not going to worry about it. Okay, guys. We are going to be sailing on the Carnival Mardi Gras. It's the largest ship in the Carnival fleet, except for the Jubilee, which is out of Los Angeles. Largest ship in the fleet. You're going to absolutely love this ship. It has so much entertainment on the ship that it's not even funny. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 11 free dining places on the ship. Now, there are 5 specialty restaurants that, of course, you would have to pay for on the ship. Fahrenheit 555. They've got a steakhouse. It is just absolutely amazing. They've got an Italian place. They actually have sushi aboard the ship. They have teppanyaki. If you love to be able to sit down and have someone prepare their food in front of you, you know, teppanyaki style, they have that aboard. There's the seafood shack. Now that seafood shack is one of those where it is, you know, an extra charge, but lobster rolls, fried shrimp, fried clams, you know, you name it seafood wise, and it's there. And it's so reasonably priced that it's not even funny. The most expensive thing on that menu for the seafood shack is going to be the lobster roll, of course. There's just going to be so much to be done. It's on the address bar of the StreamYard page. So I don't get it. Like I said, I don't get it, Jed. The address bar up there is the address bar to get here. So if I hit that, all right. I do have videos of the ship and everything, but like I said, I hate that we don't have anyone in here and we have no one to communicate with. So when people actually want to start getting serious and talking about this, I will start doing more videos on the cruise that we're going to take. Until then, I will just keep putting out cruise and travel information. With that being said, guys, you know,
Hey, what's up?
hey, what's up, buddy? Sorry, like I said, I have not done this in a long, long, long time. I have totally forgotten how to do all of this, man.
No worries, no worries. You know, when you're gone for a while, you get some stuff. So, but I
Yeah.
figured I'd tell you how to do it now so you can get used to it.
Yeah. I mean, you see that my setup looks great. I mean, the setup itself looks absolutely phenomenal, but you know, I was really hoping we would have more of a crowd and everyone's talking about how they want to go. But if anybody wants to go, I'm trying to give them the information, and it's okay. You and I can sit here and talk about it here for a little while. Have you done any research on the ship that we're going to be taking?
Say again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I got noise going
It's
on in
all
the
right.
background here.
Oh, it's all right. I said, have you done any research on the ship that we'll actually be taking on the Mardi Gras?
I haven't been able to be completely honest. You know, we've been talking. You and I have been talking behind the scenes. I have been dealing with, you know, the issues I've been dealing with here. But I promise I will. I will be looking into it and checking it out. It's just really not feeling the best right now, and that's basically it. Hope you
Oh
understand
no,
that.
no, it's okay. It's just nice to have someone just to be able to bounce things off of right now, right? But it is the largest ship in the fleet. It has its sister ship that's over in um, Los Angeles right now, but it is the biggest ship that Carnival has in its fleet. So it is absolutely massive. Um, and I was going over earlier when I first started drink prices for everyone's drink packages. And, for some people, drink packages, it'll actually be worth it for them. Some people, it won't be worth it for them, to buy a la carte, while they're on the ship, because the only time the drink package is really going to be worth it is if you drink 6 alcoholic drinks a day, right? That's
Right.
where you break even, is if you drink 6 alcoholic drinks a day.
Yeah. One,
Me.
one thing I do know is that if I do get to go on this trip next year, and I right now I'm planning on going, right?
Mhm.
But again, it's all about finances and stuff. But I plan on getting the drinking package because I had a shit ton of fun last time, and I'd like to see what it's like drunk as fuck.
Well, you saw me last cruise. I used every last drink I had every single day, man. But with Carnival, they limit you to the 15 alcoholic drinks a day. That's one thing I don't like about Carnival. If you go on NCL or Royal Caribbean, your drink package, it's unlimited. You can drink as much as you want unless, the bartenders or someone cut you off. If they cut you off, you're not getting any more, because they cut you off in the computer. But their drink packages are much more expensive. You're talking hundreds of dollars. I mean, like NCL, their cheapest is $109 per day for their drink package, right? Carnival's is only $69.95 per day. So you're talking a $50 difference per day. And on a 5-day cruise, man, that will equal up to $250 per person difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, but it's, a cruise is what you want to make of it too. How much money you want to spend, or if you don't want to spend any money at all, you can actually get on a cruise ship and everything is pretty much all inclusive. Was besides the photos, did you spend money on anything, Jed?
No, I mean I did spend money on stuff, but like for one day of internet access and pictures, but that's all that's all voluntary if you want to spend that extra money. But getting the pictures, guys, if you go on
Exactly.
the
I
cruise, you
mean,
want to get those
yeah,
pictures.
like I said, everything's pretty.
But yeah, we didn't have to spend money on food at all.
Well,
Uh,
I myself think the pictures is a ripoff for what you pay for them. I I sincerely believe the picture package is definitely a ripoff. What you can do is everybody has such good quality cameras on their phones right now, and if you have um, a great camera that you can bring on the ship, you can pose in all those places that they take those pictures, right?
well,
And then
here's the
crop
thing:
them and make them
next
how you
year,
want them.
if
And
Mel goes, right? If Mel goes next year, she's a photographer, right? And she has professional cameras. And, she does photography for a living, and that's one of her small businesses. And if she goes, yeah, I'm not gonna have to pay for no pictures. She will be taking all the pictures.
I got you. I got you. I got you. Now, I've got it highlighted, on the screen there. That's the dates, that we're looking at. It's going to be September 19th through the 26th. It's a 7-day.
Let me see. You got that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you got that. It's up there on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh
So
God.
it's up. Can you see it on the screen, or do I need to make it bigger?
No, I can see it. I just full screening it right now. I can see it. It says oh You just moved it. Says 714 for interior, 904 for ocean view. Balcony is 1009 and the suite is 1609. Yeah, I'll be doing an interior.
Yeah.
You know me, my broke ass is gonna be taking the cheapest route possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, see, something you got to remember when you're looking at these prices, okay? Interior there, that's where it starts, but they have different interior rooms, all right? This is the base interior room, the lowest of the low, right? You can get what's called a Havana interior room where you get full use of the Havana specialty place over there, right? You have your own lounge, your own bar, even your own pool, right? There's porthole interior rooms where you actually get light into the room. You know how your room was completely dark. It did not
Right.
have a porthole, but they have what's called interior rooms where there's a porthole. It's usually about the third or fourth floor, right? Where you're actually allowed, it's a window, where it actually allows light into the room. That's what it is. Ocean view. I'm sorry. Then you, of course, have your balcony rooms, and then you have your suites. There are suites all over the ship. This, like I said, this ship is massive. They even have an ice skating rink on it. So that's something I would love. I have not strapped a pair of skates to my feet since I was a teenager because, of course, in Florida, there's no such thing as ice. People down here do not ice skate. So I would love to have a chance to be able to, strap a pair of ice skates on and see what I can do to maybe, zip across, the ice. I mean, what can I say? I think that would be absolutely amazing. So, but
Yeah, I don't ice skate. I don't skate at all. So, but the fact
I'd
that it's
love to
an
try.
option, that's cool.
Yeah, I would love to try, right? I really would. And this time, I've kind of got into it. The fact they have pickleball aboard the ship, right? I would love to get out there and play a little pickleball, you know. I wish they actually had full size tennis courts. I love playing tennis, but but for those guys that love to play basketball, they've got actually two full basketball, um, not goals, but courts aboard the ship. So anyone wanting to play basketball, they can do that, up there on top of the ship. I'm looking, me, there's like three major things I'm looking forward to: the food, the drink,
Mm-hmm.
and the casino. Now,
And the
don't
what?
get me wrong, I love and the casino.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you
The
love that damn
casino,
casino.
I sure do. I sure do. The casino on this ship is um it's like 10 times larger than the one that was on the ship that we went on the Freedom. So I'm really looking forward to, doing some gambling on the ship. I'm looking forward to doing some drinking, but dude, I am so looking forward to all the food that is on the ship. I swear I must have gained 12 pounds on the last cruise that we did, because of everything that we ate, man. I mean, and it's not, what I call healthy food. It's rich, decadent food. Some of those meals you might as well say you're fine dining, you know. Now it doesn't help. I'm 3 sheets to the wind, and I'm running and getting pizza at midnight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to find something to just soak up that alcohol, and I eat an entire pizza before going to the room and passing out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you got to admit that pizza. See, the last cruise that we all took together, guys, we were on the Fantasy. The Fantasy had the whale tail, it caught fire, but we had a lot of fun on that ship. And now Jed had, you know, a great time on that ship. You know, now it's not his fault. He got stuck in a tube. Okay. I mean, but he had he had a lot of fun on that ship. Now, if y'all really want to have fun and Jed comes, someone please bring a bear costume. All right.
No.
I mean, I will put it on and I will jump out at him. So, I mean, someone just please bring
It's
a bear
going to get
costume and I'll
violent if you
take it
bring a
from there.
bear costume. I'm telling you. Especially if it looks real. Oh,
Dude,
we're
it
going to
would
have
be
problems.
Dude, that would be like the ultimate prank. That really would be. That would be the ultimate prank. But now I want to tell everyone that, you know, if you come over and you watch this afterward, we do have a tradition when we actually do go on our own cruises, guys. We stay at the same hotel every time we sail out of Port Canaveral. Same hotel, all right? And we try to get there as early as possible. Now, it's not too early because check-in is not till 3 p.m. But I don't like getting there that early where you're sitting around twiddling your thumbs, you know, because, you know, you're in Cocoa Beach and it's in September. So there's not really that much to do, you know, in the town of Cocoa Beach during this time because everything's starting to shut down. The season's starting to end. That's just Florida for you. But there's all sorts of restaurants that are, you know, around the hotel. But later in that evening, which I did not understand Jed, you know, with this last cruise that we took, because we always go to the tiki bar and we have drinks that night before. And it's a great place for you to let your hair down. There's people of all walks of life in there, young to old, you name it. But Jed had told me they were going to go to a restaurant and eat. I was like, that's great, guys. Y'all go eat. I'm not hungry. I'm going to sit here at the hotel bar and I'm going to go ahead and start getting my drink on. Right. And so, you know, I've got like 4 or 5 in me already. Right. And then I get a call, you know, that they're someplace, right? It turns out they're at the tiki bar. They had no idea where it was. And I didn't know what it was till they actually got back to the hotel and we talked about it. And I was like, oh yeah, we're going back. I'm like, that's where we were supposed to go later tonight. So, but if we had more people here, you know, I wish we could go over, you know, a whole bunch of what everything leads to even getting onto the boat, you know, to embarkation onto the boat, because Port Canaveral is probably my favorite cruise port. Now, I will warn you guys, I put out a video, my last video, warning about things that will get you banned from a cruise ship. And one of those is marijuana and drugs. And with that being said, when you get on the ship, you will put your bags out and they will have dogs that will come and sniff your bags and they'll pick up on your marijuana or any other drugs that you might have. And forget trying to sneak on alcohol now, because they actually open your bags before they scan them now to run through the machine to cut down on people trying to sneak alcohol on the ships. It, from what I understand, it used to be fairly easy, but yeah, you get caught sneaking alcohol on, and you're toast. You will not even board that ship, or if you do board, and they find out about it, they'll put you off at the next stop, and you'll have to find your own way home, and that that would suck. Okay. What's nice about the three major cruise lines also, Jed sailed like this. And I think just about everyone besides Ron and I said like this. You do not need a passport, right, Jed?
I'm sorry, say that again. Say that
What's that?
again. 'Cause- yeah. I got the mic low. That's why. Say it again.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. I said you do not need a sail with a passport.
No, you don't. You don't need a passport. I mean, if that's the only form of ID you got, then yeah. But your driver's like a regular driver. If you're from the States, a regular driver's license and social security card and birth certificate. No, driver's license, birth certificate. Wait,
That's
and
it.
the social security act. Yeah.
You did not need your social security card.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Oh.
driver's license and birth certificate. That's. I remember we had to bring the
That's
birth
all.
certificate.
Yeah. All you need is your birth certificate, driver's license, and your boarding pass. And they've streamlined it so easily now that your boarding pass, they just walk up, they scan it, and because you do all this checking stuff beforehand on the Carnival app. Remember that, Jed? Having to take care of all this stuff on the app before we even boarded, right?
Yep.
And you put in all your information, you make sure everything's complete. And so when you get to the port, they just scan your boarding pass. It's like boop, right? It looks like a little cell phone that scans your boarding pass, and they check your driver's license and your birth certificate, verify you're you, and in you go. And then you go into a big room, right? I mean, this massive room, and sit there and wait. And then they start boarding, right? But they start boarding in tiers. And I wish y'all were the same tier as me when we boarded this last one, because I couldn't find y'all for the longest time, right? Because I had priority boarding because of my cruise status, right? And when Brian and LT finally showed up, I swear that must have been like, what, 2.5 hours later, man. I was like, what the hell? Where have y'all been, right? And, it was LT. Brian knew exactly where to go, but Brian's phone doesn't work in the US. So, I mean, he was kind of SOL there, but and disembarkation. Did you think there was any problems with disembarkation?
No, not at all. Not at all. That was easier than
No,
getting on, that's for sure.
I thought it was a lot easier to get on because you just have your documentation out, walk straight up to the customs officer. Anything to declare? No. Okay. Have a nice day. And you're out of there. The only problem we had, who were we waiting on? Was it LT or Brian?
LT.
Was it LT?
Yeah, it was LT because remember I had to take him with me.
No, I mean, because I was at my car, and it was either LT or Brian that got lost and had no idea where we were, how to get there, and those two were supposed to be together and they got separated somehow.
Sorry, my brother came into the room and he asked me a question.
That's all right. But now you see pricing up here. Now Mel right now, Mel's what, like 23, 24?
Hmm. Man, I can't remember.
Jed, is that,
I can't remember.
but she's legal age, right?
Oh no, Mel is no, she's legal age. Yeah, Mel and Elizabeth are
I'm
both.
talking 21 or above, right?
Yeah. Mel's. Let's see. I mean, I think Mel's 25.
Okay. Now, see,
The
if
only
you
one
took
that's not
Mel,
not a legal age to drink is Elizabeth.
all right, if you took Mel and you put her in a room with Elizabeth, okay, um, if Mel wanted the drink package, she would be at an advantage, right? Because Elizabeth is not old enough to drink. So Mel would only have to pay for one drink package, all right? Because
Right,
Elizabeth isn't old enough to drink. Now, if you wanted the drink package, both you and Katie both would have to get it. You
right.
see what I'm saying? So, and you're looking at, Carnival, it's $69.95 per day for the drink package. So you're looking at basically 7 times 7, basically with gratuities, $430 per person for the drink package. But it covers everything. It doesn't just cover your alcoholic drinks. You get, as you saw with Braun, you get, you know, unlimited soft drinks. That's sodas, teas. You're able to go down and get the specialty coffees. You're able to go get unlimited milkshakes if you want.
Right.
Anything on that ship that you can drink. Oh, that's even Powerades and energy drinks and Gatorades, anything like that is covered under your drink package. Just you're limited to 15 alcoholic drinks. It's well worth it.
Yeah, well, when we went on the last cruise, Katie and I had the bubbles package, and we were totally satisfied. We got all the drinks we wanted. We never ran into a problem. But
Yeah,
like I said, next time we're getting the drink that we're going to get the alcohol package for sure.
yeah. I mean, I can't be on the high seas and not, be drinking actual alcohol. I can't. You're missing out on too much fun um by not drinking. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, to me, one of the biggest parts of a cruise is, partaking, in your drinking. Um Guys, there's going to be so much to be done. Okay. This is a lot larger ship than the one that, we went on last time, guys. And but there's trivia contests. All right. Um, there's karaoke. There's karaoke. There's the piano bars. There's all sorts of
There's
party.
live music.
Yes.
There's live music. Katie loved the chicks with the violins, right?
Yeah,
Katie?
there's music all over the ship. You cannot go from one part of the ship to another part of the ship without a live band being there. And
Yep.
and that's not just rock and roll. You'll have a rock and roll band over here. You'll go down to the atrium and they'll be playing classic music, with violins. You'll go, to another part of the ship and they'll have a DJ there, mixing it up. Any type of music you want on the ship, you're going to be able to get it. I mean, it's whatever you want to make out of it because it's all there at your fingertips. And it is all day long. There is something to do. I mean, and the deck parties at night on the ship, they are so much fun. Now, the one we're going on for this one in September of next year, okay, this will not be a Halloween cruise like what we had last year. All right.
Right.
Which I'm kind of sad about because, I love the Halloween costume. I love dressing up for it. And, especially if you're 3 sheets to the wind like I was, right?
Yeah.
I was 3 sheets to the wind. All right. Oh my God, I was so drunk. But they have what's called a white party out on the pool deck one night, right? So everyone brings their white outfit. You dress entirely in white, and it's a deck party out there, and it's so much fun. They even on this ship, they even have a club that is dedicated strictly to no noise. You walk in and they give you a pair of wireless headphones, and you put the wireless headphones over your ears, right? And you
Mhm.
dance, right? But so there's no music pumping, boom, 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 not in the club itself. Everyone has their wireless headphones on and they got a DJ spinning it, but it's all being pumped through the wireless headphones. Can you imagine being an onlooker, right? And not hearing any music and just looking in and being like, what are those idiots doing? You know?
Yep. No. Yeah, I got you.
I mean, and something I'm seriously looking forward to is Shaq's Chicken. All right. I don't know if you have a Shaq's Chicken anywhere near you over there,
No,
but
we do not.
dude, they're for breakfast, their chicken biscuits are just off the chain, right? I mean, it is, and it's something quick where you can just grab and go, grab it and get it instead of having to run to the buffet. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. The buffet on the ship, it is mind blowing. If you like food like eggs Benedict, they got an actual omelet station where you can walk over and they'll make the omelets for you how you want the omelet made. They got a carving station, even in the morning, they're carving ham or something like that for breakfast. So I can't wait because like I said, I love the food, I love alcohol, and I always measure a good cruise by, how many shrimp I actually eat on a cruise. So that's something I am just so looking forward to, buddy.
Me too, dude. Me too. I like I said, it sucks. I can't go this year, but I'm definitely going to do everything possible to make next year's cruise. And I hope that we get a lot more people going this year, this next cruise, because it'll be great for people to see exactly how much fun you can have, especially if it's with people that you enjoy hanging out with on the internet. You finally get a chance to meet in person. It just makes it that much more better.
All right. Well, I gotta warn you. All right. This this is my warning for Jed, everyone, and anyone that actually watches this, on the take back. All right. Um, on the Freedom, you know, Jed went on the water slide and he got stuck on the water slide. Yeah.
I
But
didn't get stuck. It still worked.
but this ship has a water slide that is like 12 stories, all right? And it's one like Brian Harkin did on the first cruise Brian Harkin and I did, all right? It's really, really, it's up on the top deck of the ship, right? And you get up there and the door opens and you get in, right? And the door shuts behind you and you hear 3, 2, 1, and then the bottom drops out. And then you go flying down the tube, right? All right, Jed, when that bottom drops out, you got to make sure you can fit through that hole.
Look,
Because,
I'm thinner now than I was back when I went on the cruise with you guys. So yeah, I'll fit through the hole.
okay, because If you can't fit through the hole, of course you're not
I've
going to be
never
able to.
had problems fitting in the hole. Trust me.
Okay. Okay. We shall see. I mean, we shall see. But I've got even more gags and pranks lined up. I've thought of some really great stuff for this next one. I mean, and nothing to hurt anyone or, um, anything like that, but just some fun pranks, that will, make everyone laugh at the end. Nothing that's going to make anyone embarrassed or, feel bad. But I've got some stuff lined up in my head that I'm already starting to work on. So, um, and already starting to buy. You saw me, man. I am a packer when it comes to these cruises. I have everything that you could possibly want and need on a damn cruise, But anyone that does want to go, please do hit me, because this is something we will talk about. The necessities that you will need, not, so much for the cruise, but little tips and tricks that make it easier for you to get aboard the ship. Because when Jed got to my house, I had his luggage tags ready. And it's not much, but they're the plastic strips. You put the luggage tag in it, zip it down, and put the metal band around it so that it's attached to your bag. When you drop off your bags, they are able to take them and take them straight onto the ship. They're waterproofed, so nothing's going to pull them off that metal band. You are good to go. You're going to get your bags. I've got tips and tricks for just about anything and everything, before we actually get on that ship, and even while we get on that ship. Now, ladies, I got to say this much to ladies. You don't have a thing to worry about.
Hey, John, real quick, I got to take my nephew to work. I got to get going because he's got to be there in 15 minutes. So let me go ahead and take him to work.
Go ahead, buddy. And
right.
We'll talk later, okay? But ladies, y'all don't have a thing to worry about, because there's security all over the ship. If something happens and you feel like, someone's being disrespectful to you, or number one, you come get one of us that's, that is sailing with you. If we can't deal with it, we'll definitely get security over there. But anyone that does go with us, I want you to feel safe. I want you to feel secure. This is a group cruise, but you do not have to be up everyone's butt all the time. If you want to go do this while I go do this, and Jed is sinking to the bottom of the ocean, that's okay. I mean, it's absolutely okay. I mean, we go together, but we do not have to do everything together, because, like me, I'm a daredevil. I like to go swim with the sharks. I like to go pet the electric eels that they have, where they still have. It's the older eels. A real electric young eel, if you touch it, it will kill you. It has enough electricity in it where it will kill you. But they've got some of the older eels where, you still get a good shock off of it. But I like doing stuff like that. I like a sense of danger. If we could get an excursion somewhere where we could actually jump out of an airplane, I would do it. I love jumping out of planes when I was in the military. So, but there is so much. I mean, sorry, got a little bit of a head rush there, guys. But I'm going to go ahead and end this, guys. Anyone out there, if you're wanting information about this group cruise that we are going to do, right? Hit me up in the comments with an email address, some way to get a hold of you, or even in the comments, and we'll talk that way. All right. But I'll give you all the information that you want, that you can ask for, and we can have a discussion and we can go from there. I don't want to try to make anyone do anything that they don't want to do, but if you're curious, like I said, we can have a discussion and we can go from there. But guys, with that being said, I'm John, the Star Wars Dad, and I'm going to let everyone have a good night, and I will talk to each and every one of you later. All right.